Good morning, everybody. I've had quite the thoughts this morning about relationships. Thinking to myself, like, how do I make something work when when you're going through a rough patch? And me and my spouse were struggling a little bit, and he has done some things, I have done some things, and it's crazy. It's craziness sometimes. But we have a little boy, so, we're trying to get through these bumps in the road and these valleys. And I was just thinking to myself, like, when you're struggling or you're not feeling good or you're feeling sick, like, what do you need? Do you need someone to tell you that you're a piece of crap and to suck it up and get over it and just be a man? Be a man. No. Your man needs to be built up even when he doesn't deserve it. I am learning through a friend and some help that he needs to be built up even when he doesn't deserve it. And that's tough because sometimes he says some pretty mean stuff to me when he's struggling and when he's being negative in his head and is not being a very friendly person in the moment, But I have to shut the frick up, or I have to just say, you're amazing, you're sexy when you're mad, or something, And my friend, she's helping me with this, and she's coaching me through this, and it's really hard because before I started learning this stuff, and trust me, I'm very new and it's only been like a couple weeks. Before that, I would lose my mind whenever he got negative. I would lose it. One time, this is how crazy I get, okay? We were on the Coquihalla, and the Coquihalla is the most dangerous frickin' road in Canada. And I made him pull over, and I got out of the car, and I refused to get back in, and someone almost rear-ended us at 120 miles an hour. Oh yeah, and we got a baby in the car. I wouldn't get back in the car because he was going on and on and on about how stupid I am, and he's just being really he's just being not well. And instead of responding in love, I reacted in fear and anger and resentment. And I've done stuff like that more than once. Another time I got out of the car again, and some old people pulled over because they thought I was being abused or abusing my kid. When I wasn't. I was just pulling him out of the car and getting away from my spouse because he was driving me nuts. And that's not normal. It's not normal. It's craziness. And I'm trying to see my part in every situation, and I'm not saying that my husband is an angel, but God gave me love when I didn't deserve it. He died for me when I didn't deserve it. Jesus gave me love when I didn't deserve it. When I was throwing stuff at him and calling him names and telling him I hate him and I wish he was never real and all of these things, and drinking and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to myself and cutting myself and being all alcoholic and suicidal and stuff. And then he still chose me. He still chose to love me through all that and bring me back to reality that I am his child and that my identity is in him and that I'm amazing. And even though I don't feel amazing, to him, all he sees is Jesus. And to God, that's what he sees. When he looks at me, he sees Jesus. He sees the perfect reflection of God, because Jesus just removed all of that, past, present, and future. He removed sin for all time. And not only that, he wants relationship with me. He wants to know me. He wants to spend time with me. And that's amazing because I'm crazy. And so I have to treat my spouse the same way. And so when he's crazy and he's being abusive and and I mean abusive by verbally mostly, because he's never you know what I mean. But when he's being crazy and throwing things and breaking things and bitching about life and me, I have to choose love. And that is so hard as a human being, because we want to be loved. We're so selfish. Love me. Why don't you love me, you're so mean. And God doesn't look at us like that. He's not like, oh, you don't love me, it's so hard. No, he's like, I love you no matter what, and I will do anything for you. No matter how crazy you are, no matter if you deserve my love or not, I choose you. So, I want to encourage all those couples out there that feel like they're falling out of love or they're not in love anymore. Love is a choice, people. Love is undeserved love. That's real love. And when you make a commitment to someone and you have a child with that person, you choose undeserved love for that person, because your child deserves to see what undeserved love looks like. Your child deserves to have a family that is whole. And for all those people that have had broken homes already and their kids are going through that stuff, you're still loved too. And you can choose to show undeserved love to your ex and undeserved love to your kids. And show your kids that even though mommy and daddy aren't together, I can still love. I can still choose love. I don't have to be vengeful or crazy. I can still love, even though we're not together anymore. And I just encourage love today. Just love. I'm going to go out today and I'm going to help somebody. That's what I'm going to do. And because I got really bummed out this morning from a little bit of a tiff that me and my husband had, but I chose love despite that. And so now, to give myself love, I'm going to go help someone, because when I do that, it makes me feel love. It's amazing. Be love, because that's who you are. You're amazing. Even when you don't deserve love, you are loved. You need love when you least deserve it. And guess what? I love you. God loves you. So if you're in that moment where you feel like you don't deserve love, here you are. You're being loved. Thank you.